Okay, I'm back because I had more time than I thought I did. Let me keep showing you. So this can be part 2. I'll review what we did in class on how to add a second string. So again, like I just ran out of my yarn here. So I'm just going to grab the tail of my yarn, match up a new string, and wrap it back up just like we did to start the coil. And then I'll just wrap it back down. So this will be nice so you can see the different colors. And then I told you in the last video, but we're only going as far, I'm going to back up a little bit here, so we can go back up and down through the coil next to us now. So first I'm going to thread my needle on the other side of my yarn. Again, if we just push it through here and wiggle it, and then it's the same thing, well, maybe not exactly the same thing. I'm going a different way now, I guess. So my thread, my yarn is in the middle up top now. So this will be nice so you can see the different colors, and maybe that will help with what we're doing here. I'm going to take my needle and just go over one coil. So I'm going in between the next spot. So you can see where that green has grabbed it, and I'm ignoring this outside coil and going back through the center. Again, I'm not sewing anything. Hang on, my needle fell off. I'm not sewing anything, I'm just going between those two coils with the needle. And then I'm going around the outside. So I'm going out around the outside, back up through the middle. You can see my needle coming through here. And then I'll do it one more time. So just one coil. I started talking about this in class, but if you're going over more than one coil, you'll see, like, it'll look like this instead. Whereas now, you're keeping the appearance of all the coils. Look, my needle fell off again. So now you know if you're in class and your needle falls off 3 times, that happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you because it's frustrating. Uh-oh. Quality content right here. Okay. Back in business again. So now I'm going out around the outside, back through the middle. If you want to, this is an option, and I'm not trying to confuse you. If you're already confused, don't watch this part, okay? If you want to, if your piece is like really falling apart, or when I get to a bigger bowl, sometimes I do this with like 2 or 3 coils, I'll go around the last one too. And you're always going around the same way. So again, I'm just going around and coming back through. And then I'll go down and around through this one. And I just do that so it stays really tight. Again, you don't have to do that through all 3, but sometimes I just like to, it's like good quality and construction then, okay? And now we're going to keep going. And I would say at the beginning of your bowl or your coaster, if that's what you're making right now, you only need to do this like every quarter of a turn, maybe. So I'll do like 2 more. And then I'm down in the middle. I'm in between the yellow and the maroon coils, and my yarn's coming down through the middle, so I'm going to go up. I just went over one coil, right? I'm just going over the one maroon coil, and I'm going back down where I came from. I'm wrapping around the outside, going back down the middle, And I'm just going to do it a couple times. To make sure that it will stay. I still have these tails from when I added the second piece of yarn, but now you can see my coil is easily staying on its own, and I'm going to keep going. Again, I'll try to get like a quarter of the way around, and then I'll do it again. Okay. Next time I'll get a longer piece of yarn so I don't have to change it a bunch. But here's your next section, and then you'd do it again. You'd go over just the one maroon coil, come back, go around the outside, go over just the one maroon coil. Help each other out, okay? If you get it and there's somebody at your table that's struggling a little bit, offer them some help or some advice. This is one of those projects where it's not going to make sense until you get the hang of it, and all of a sudden it's going to click, and you're going to be like, oh, I get it now. I get how visually it's supposed to look so that I can see all the individual coils. Okay? Again, email me if you have questions, or I can answer questions when we get back to class next week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.